All the stars are here, and now it's time to board the bus on what could be the road to another World Series. I'm Jason Bristol. Welcome to Sports Extra from here in West Palm Beach. Zach Tawatari, Astros broadcaster Steve Sparks will be joining us in a moment. But first, all the big bats have arrived here at spring training a day early. Before the major rains rolled into West Palm, Alex Bregman, Kyle Tucker, Jose Abreu, Jeremy Pena, all showing up on Sunday to get ready for Monday's first full squad workout. As for Alex Bregman's future, he told us right now the Astros have not made a contract offer yet. Of course, his deal ends at the end of the season. But whatever happens, he's going to let his agent Scott Boras handle that so he can focus on playing.
We're listening to everything that the team has to say, and yeah, just letting Scott and the Astros do that together and handle that for me, so that way I could be fully focused on baseball, my teammates, winning, and the things that I love to do.
And Alex also very excited about the work he put in the offseason, says his swing feels the best it's ever been. Now, Jose Altuve speaking for the first time on Sunday. He's feeling great after all the injuries he endured last season. I asked him if he felt these Astros were again a contender for the World Series.
Yeah, no, absolutely good chemistry. You know, Justin, Brady, Tucker, Alvarez. We have some new additions that definitely make the team better. Caratini and Josh are gonna definitely improve this team. You know, I feel like we are a good contender.
And because Jose did not play a complete season last year, right now he actually feels fresher. Now it's time to focus on pitchers and catchers, as of course they reported first to West Palm Beach. Now talking baseball here in West Palm Beach with Chris Gordy from Sports Talk 790. So Chris, what stands out to you most through these first few days of Astros spring training?
Well, to me, it's got to be the injuries with Justin Verlander and JP France because, look, even if those guys are both ready to go for opening day, there's a lot of questions with this rotation, and it starts with Framber Valdez and Christian Javier. I mean, they were both fine last year, but they were not their dominant selves we've come to expect. I mean, I know Framber had the no-hitter, but it was in the midst of a lot of bad outings for him. So solidifying this rotation and getting some great quality starts night in and night out from this rotation, that to me is the biggest concern. And if Verlander and France aren't ready for opening day, that's a huge concern.
What stood out to me most was obviously this Josh Hader, Ryan Presley situation. I think it was very smart for Joe Espada to come out on the first day and say, Josh Hader's my guy. We sat down, the three of us, talked it out, and certainly you know that the players appreciated that transparency.
Yeah, no doubt, and it lays out the foundation before we even start the season. We know who the closer is. Ryan Presley knows what his role is. Another manager might say, we're going to let the best man win. We'll let this thing play out, but that could cause for drama down the road. This eliminates that.
Yeah, and also when you look at the contract that Josh Hader was given, I think it was a foregone conclusion in many ways to say when you're making $95 million or you're getting a $95 million deal, you're going to be the guy in the ninth inning. And of course, you've got Ryan Presley saying it doesn't matter if I'm in the fourth, the sixth, the seventh, I still got to get 3 outs. So I think the way he handled it was probably the best way to handle it as well.
Yeah, and having two of the best closers doesn't hurt anything. I mean, this reminds me a little bit when they acquired Garrett Cole years ago when they already had Justin Verlander. Who cares who the ace is? You got one A ace, one B ace. Here you got one A closer, one B closer. Who cares? They're both going to play a lot. And Presley's going to pick up some saves.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. Josh Hader can't get saves every single night of the season.
No, and also you have a 1C in Brian Abreu. Let's not forget about that either. The catching situation I find fascinating because on Friday, Yainer Diaz mentioned that perhaps his biggest challenge will be calling a game with Justin Verlander and Framber Valdez, two pitchers he's never caught in a major league game, how he'll navigate perhaps when they don't have their best stuff. I'm fascinated how this is going to play out, given that, yes, Yainer Diaz is a nice prospect, but he's not Pudge Rodriguez, so it's going to be very interesting to see how much they, I don't want to say force feed these pairings, but to me it's going to be fascinating to see how this plays out.
Yeah, it was funny. We saw after a couple days of spring training, we saw Victor Caratini and Yonder Diaz both just tired, kind of just sitting on the golf cart, catching their breath. Look, these guys are in for a lot of work throughout this spring training and into the start of the season. They both have a lot of catching up to do, just getting on the same page with a lot of these pitchers that they've never caught before. And it kind of exacerbates last year when a lot of fans were saying, look, we like Maldonado, but like, let's give Yonder Diaz a little run with some of these guys if he's going to be the guy next year. We didn't see it, and now here we are. Yonder Diaz is playing catch-up, working with a lot of these big-name pitchers.
But I think it was also a comfort factor. Not just I think it was a comfort factor. We know it was a comfort factor that the vets liked throwing to Martin Maldonado.
The good news is on the flip side, 1 through 9, it solidifies your lineup that much more. You've got a great hitting catcher in Yonder Diaz, and honestly, Victor Caratini, his hitting numbers are pretty decent.
Chris Gordy, Sports Talk 790. Thanks for being with me here in West Palm Beach on Sports Extra.
Yeah, man, anytime.